It's cold. I'm out here. It snowed a bit by me, which I'm surprised because it feels a bit early for snow. And it's cold. My hands are cold holding the camera. So I'm here to talk about. I don't even know what I'm here to talk about. I didn't have intentions on what to say. I just pulled out the camera and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna record something, but have no idea what I'm about to say right now. I'm just going off the dome. I guess whatever happens, right? But I guess something I can speak on is something I've been working on myself with. And that's actually showing up as myself and accepting myself. That sounds like basic, maybe vague. Like, okay, you show up as yourself, you accept yourself. Like, I think that's the advice that people genuinely say to you. But no, think about it. Like, it's deeper than just that statement. It's very much deeper. I have not been on social media for like the past couple months. I haven't had Instagram for like years now. And I don't think I'll ever go back on Instagram because I don't think it's healthy for me personally. And I would even recommend other people not to use it if they share my experience, right? Because I don't think it's healthy for the brain, for your mental health, especially used in a high amount. And I also got rid of TikTok. Now, I love TikTok. I thought it was hilarious. I got a lot of like advice, cooking recipes, and advice. I don't even just mean like life advice. I mean just like, you know, if you need to figure out how to do something like around the house, like how to change a tire. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but I never changed a tire in my life. It shows you how to do it. It's pretty easy to find a quick video. So I like TikTok and I spent a lot of my time on TikTok, but I decided to get rid of it too. And the reason why is because of the influence. And this can be good. Being influenced doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing. Being influenced can be a good thing. I'm making this video, I'm probably influencing you, right? But it's overwhelming and it influences you in like subconscious ways. Like subconsciously, I keep seeing stuff about like breakups and how to deal with breakups, and some of this advice is toxic and some of the content is toxic, and I might not agree with it, but if I keep seeing it like 20 times a day, eventually it's gonna get to me. Eventually it's gonna come into me. Like it's gonna basically, I might adopt to some of these things. I might start believing some of these things even though I didn't inherently believe in it. And that is why I got off of it. And also there's this pressure to be something that I'm not. What do you mean by that? There's all different types of people on TikTok, right? It's not just one thing. Yes, but what gathers attention, what gains popularity, what is trending tends to be something you want to adapt to. Just because you see it so much and it seems like this is how life is supposed to be, this is how people are supposed to be, these are things people like, you know, like I guess this is more so Instagram and TikTok, but it made me think I had to travel all the time, make $1 million, dress a certain way, and I had to be in a relationship that's healthy, even though that should be the standard, not the other stuff, but the healthy relationship should be the standard. But like you have to have these certain goals, and everyone is flaunting this, right? and you think this is how everyone's life is, even though you didn't inherently believe that, because you see it so much, it comes into your mind and you start to have this pressure on you. And being off of those apps, I realized, like, hey, I'm not the type of person that likes to travel all the time. Like, yeah, I want to travel. Yeah, I have traveled, but I don't need to travel. Like, that's not something that, like, might generate happiness for me. Like, I'm genuinely happy staying home, not going out. I don't like going to clubs. I'm not a big party person. I'm more so of like an intimate person. I like to be home, cozy. I like to see my friends. I don't like fancy things at all. Nothing about me is fancy. Very much, if I can wear sweatpants everywhere, I will. I'm not a super sociable person. Like, yeah, I like talking to people, but I really like intimate settings. I don't like big groups, big events. I might do it in doses, but not all the time. I don't want the type of relationships everyone is flaunting in the media. The type of relationship I want is very much low-key. I don't need big, grandiose gestures. I like consistency. I'm not a grandiose person, and I think the media hypes up grandiosity. Like, I'm not a grandiose person. And yeah, that's just how I started accepting myself, started learning myself and what I want and what I like, and accepting it. I don't try to fight it. I'm not fighting to be something that I'm not. And I found way more peace doing that. And I think a lot of people will find peace doing that, just accepting who you are. Not saying if you have negative traits that are affecting other people around you and are affecting you, you might want to change. But if you have traits that are just some pieces of you that define you, they don't negatively impact you, accept who you are. Accept it. You don't have to adapt. And there are people that are like you. There are people that will accept you and love you. I realized when I started just being myself and showing up myself and telling people, like, this is the person I am, they like it. They accept it. They're cool with it. They might be opposite to me, but that doesn't mean we have to be just alike. We still bond. Like, it's not complicated. And I think this is how people were before, like, all this stuff with social media and all this stuff with media. I think this is how the world was. It wasn't trying to rush to be one thing. People were just unique, you know? And I think we should start to appreciate uniqueness in others and in ourselves, because we're all not meant to be one thing. There should be diversity of people and personalities. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think I said my piece. I didn't know the video I was going to make today, but I ended up making this video. So hopefully it reaches somebody. Realize I'm getting like 20 views on my videos, maybe under 10, but I get comments here and there, and I read them and I like them and I appreciate them. My hands are so cold. So yeah, I know it's reaching some people, so that's what matters. All right, I'm cold. I'm probably head to my car. Adios.